Hello again, lads. Today I have a 2011 Seat Leon petrol, direct petrol injection, and we have, well, as you've seen there, car's idling there now, just after back from a road test. No lights on the clocks, and the car seems to be running fairly okay and driving okay, nearly. So I left for the road test and I had no fault codes, but when I came back from the drive, need fault codes on an EOBD on the top down again. P2237 O2 sensor positive current control circuit / open bank 1 sensor 1. Okay, to get out of that, we'll do a few read live data, and we want lambda ratio maybe. We want long-term fuel trim bank 1, short-term fuel trim bank 1, voltage and oxygen current. Okay, maybe it might be enough for now. Yeah. Okay. And as I can see there, so my equivalence ratio lambda, there should be 1, 14.7 to 1, lambda 1, there should be. So we're a bit off that. We are 0.660. So that first pit there is indicating a rich mixture. So anything above 1 would indicate a lean. Anything below 1, lambda 1, would indicate rich. So that's what we're seeing here, rich. Long-term fuel trim, very, very large negative numbers. So that looks like long-term is taking away fuel for this rich condition that we have. Again, rich condition there on the oxygen sensor current, bank 1 sensor 1, -3. So any positive, this is in milliamps there now, the scan tool is showing. So any positive milliamp numbers is lean, any negative numbers is rich. So again, -3, again, the oxygen sensor, bank 1 sensor 1, is indicating rich. O2 sensor output voltage, bank 1 sensor 2, it's quite high as well. That's in volts now. I'm assuming that's just the normal narrow band oxygen sensor. And then our short-term fuel trim, bank 1 is at 0. So maybe the long-term -46 right there now is maybe keeping this short-term fuel trim at 0. Maybe that's what it looks like. But yeah, it looks like rich condition is what we are seeing here, what we have. Okay, now I think these other garages have had their hands on this car, and I don't know. There's my O2 sensor bank 1. Does that look new and shiny? Maybe that has been changed, I don't know. Can I see the second one down there somewhere? I know when we get up the lift, have a better look at it. But yeah, I don't know, it seems to be running okay, but yet I did flag that code. No check engine light yet on the clocks, but that code is there. Yeah, so we'll see. Maybe try and confirm that this sensor here is telling the truth. And do we have a rich condition, or could that be stuck or at fault, that sensor? Okay, we'll see. Do a bit of testing. Okay, guys, introducing some air into the system through this map sensor here, into the intake manifold. I can get the O2 sensor to see that. It's gone from -3 current flow milliamps, sorry. My lambda sensor number has changed as well. I do believe that my O2 sensor from that little test is working. Short-term fuel trim is gone positive here. That map sensor, I'm just lifting that up slightly to introduce a bit of air into the system to see would the O2 sensor 1 pick that up, and it is. My lambda number has gone nice and correct there as well. Push that back down on it. Car kind of cut out there. Start that again. And then we should be back to where we were. Now again, we'll just have this rich mixture. -3 milliamps there. Oxygen sensor. Lambda number has gone down, drifted off 1 again, 0.660. Jesus, fuel trim -100 there now. But yeah, I think we do have a rich condition. And this fella is not stuck or not telling lies. I think he's working. We do have a rich condition that we're going to have to chase after. Right lads, a little bit of thinking done on this behind the camera. That is the high pressure fuel pump. Now I just know from research and reading that they give massive problems. Now I just have the oil filler cap off, and I know you can't do it. I can't do it on the camera here, but put your nose to that and there's a serious smell of raw fuel, petrol out of there. If I pull the dipstick, we are slightly over. It's hard to see there now. We are slightly over the max line. And again, if you put the dipstick to my nose, there's a fair old bang of petrol off of that. I think my fuel, I don't know, can you see that? I don't know, can you see that on the camera being overfilled? I don't know, I can't really get it with one hand, but it is just slightly gone over the max there. I believe this fuel pump is leaking down into my oil, and that's what's driving this car rich. That's what I think anyway, at this moment in time. Right, so sorry, I was just going to show you how much over this has gone. There, right about there is the max, and we are reading up here. I hope that comes out in the camera. I think that's a good shot of it there. Yeah, we're reading right there. So this is overfilled, and I believe that's from the fuel pump leaking down into it. So yeah, I hope I'm right anyway. It's the story. That's what I'm thinking. Right lads, this thing is starting to get hard to start for me there now, and it's doing kind of funny stuff, ticking over fairly rough, and then it was really hard to start. But what I'm just seeing there now is, which is really strange, is my fuel pressure is right down there now at 7 bar. It looks like this thing is only running off the low pressure pump at the moment. So we have an electric pump in the tank supplying fuel to that high pressure pump that I'm nearly condemning. It looks like, I don't know, is this more even evidence of it being bad? Now look at me Look at the way my fuel trims are though. Anyway, at this point, really nice. My oxygen sensor is on nearly at 0 there. So we're not rich right now. I suppose we can't be rich with the high pressure pump nearly not running nearly now, it looks like. But yeah, again, this is nearly all heading towards that high pressure pump that I'm needing. Right, we have a lovely new fuel pump here, ready for fitment. Quite easy to change, just 2 bolts holding it on, a couple of pipes and 2 wires. So it's in a nice position for changing. So we're just going to go and crack on and do that now and see what that does for my fuel trims and my code. Right, there's my old pump out, new pump ready to go in. This is a little bucket then that sits on top of the spring on the pump there. It goes down onto the camshaft, little roller. Now the little keyway on this that it can only go in one way. So that will sit down here and will only go in one way. So you can't go wrong really. There's a little slot in there for that to go down. And we are down. So the pump will go down on top of that then. So now I'm just going to get this nasty old oil out of her. See, can we see it here? It looks funny. Bring that, put fresh stuff in, new filter, and see where we end up. Right, brand new fuel pump fitted. I have my oil and oil filter done. I've already had this thing up the road and it drove nice for me with no codes back, I don't believe anyway. Starting up there. Fuel light is on there, we're low on fuel, alright. But I have been looking at PIDs and I was happy with the way, with what they were saying. Just change that to bar and graph them. So yeah, we'll start off with equivalence lambda ratio 1 or very close to 1. Fuel oil pressure 44, 43 bar. There wasn't too much difference than the old one. Our long-term fuel trim is at 0. Our oxygen sensor current bank 1 sensor 1 very close on 0, which I want to see. And our short-term fuel trim down here, it's at 3 there now, dropping down fairly close to 0 as well, not an extreme there. And this was after a test drive, so far so good on the Seat Leon. Looks like I have a fix. I'm going to cross my fingers anyway, but this thing does need more driving to confirm, but so far so good, and I think I'm out of this. I'll just bring you back, read fault codes, no fault codes. So I hit the wrong button there maybe, or something like that. But anyway, so far so good anyway, and I think this is a fix on the Seat Leon. If anything does crop up, we'll keep going, but so far so good. and thanks everyone for watching. Bye.